Jersey to the third 10 o'clock Tuesdays. Of course, there's construction outside, but it's in New Jersey. There's basically been construction every day for the last 1.5 years, so it cannot stop the 10 o'clock Tuesdays. So welcome, whoever may be watching. So today's talk is gonna be called "AI Drew Me Back to Basics," and what does that mean? Like what does going back to basics mean for me as a designer? So it comes back to AI. Um, as I've been talking about a bit about a year ago, I kind of decided to embrace AI and not be afraid of it and really dive into it and use all the different tools. And that was impressive and it's been exciting. Now, a year after, it's my view on AI is a little bit more complex. I've been watching podcasts, a very positive podcast last week about a person that describes where he see AI will go. Basically, he describes a future in 10 years there will be no diseases. It will basically solve all of the mathematical problems and science problems we have. We're going to live in a world of abundance in time. We will have all of our data centers in space. We will have unlimited energy. We could basically create whatever out of thin air because we have unlimited energy. So that sounds great. That's probably where we're going to end up at some point. But in the meantime, there's a lot of negatives as well. There's a lot of other things, job losses, lack of human connection. The tech bros clearly want us to just like throw everything overboard and just start using AI for everything, even writing, even thinking, just outsource your thinking to a robot. So seeing all of that happening, and I very much believe that AI will be coming much faster than we even imagine. It will probably be conscious at some point. It will be better at doing everything humans can do. It will have emotions. It will have all these things. So I think for me, the question is not so much can AI do those things. I'm sure in time it can do everything. But the question for me is, do I want to use AI for everything? Similar to when we have cars. It doesn't mean that I want to drive everywhere in a car. I still insist to be one of these people in Montclair, New Jersey that walks around. And people often try to offer me a ride, but I tell them I actually like to walk. It's actually a nice thing to do. And I see the wonder. But yeah, if we have a car, do we need to use it all the time? If we have access to unlimited fast food, do we want to have fast food every time? My answer is no. And also, as having been a designer for 15 years, I saw myself very much move away from my basics where I started. The reason why I started going into design was because I like to draw. Like that was the reason why I started my journey into graphic design. I started drawing when I was 2 or very young. And so here are some of my drawings. This is me describing a vacation at my grandmom's house. This is a poster when my school turned 40 years old. I got to design the poster for that. Then I discovered something called drawing competitions. And then I started winning drawing competitions, all kind of really cool stuff, trips and items and bikes and a lot of things. Drawing about anniversary for the closure of the Second World War. Then here there's a poster for my scout organization. So drawing that really set me on track to become a designer. I was drawing all the time. I had a long diary, a big roll that I would basically use as a visual diary. It turned into be around 120 meters. Then I discovered drawing competitions. Pretty cool that you could win by submitting a drawing, and so I could win, have fun, and then I got something in return. So that was pretty cool. Then I learned, okay, what can I do to use drawing? I learned about graphic design. I studied graphic design. I sketched. I was drawing all the time in design school. Then some years into being a designer, I found myself using more Illustrator and the computer. I found myself moving to the computer faster, skipping the sketch process. And for a long time, I didn't really sketch too much, which was a big mistake. So now AI has really compelled me to go back to drawing. Also have courage to go into drawing and just face that white paper and have the courage to draw something that's really awful, have the courage to draw something that's imperfect. In my opinion, that's where the magic comes. You have to go through 50, 100 sketches. Then you kind of start seeing what could work, what could not work. And that just doesn't happen for me in Illustrator. It's a lot more loose. So yeah, so thank you to AI for compelling me to draw more. Yeah, so when it comes to AI, I definitely insist on, like, I'm not gonna give AI my creative process work. I will insist on sketching. AI, I'm sure I can do great logos, great full visual identities in a few years, but I choose to not do that. I would like to keep crafting, keep drawing, and most of all, I want to meet up with people, have that dialogue, and have that process. Because again, that's, in my opinion, that's where the magic happens. And also, I don't want to be working all day long and doing prompts. Like, I didn't become a designer to do prompts. To do prompts doesn't excite me. Honestly, a lot of things about AI doesn't excite me at all. I can really feel it in my bones. I'm not excited about waking up and being able to do everything 100% efficient and fast and smooth and without any hiccups just by typing in some prompts. Like, I don't want to do that. So I would like to keep using my crafts, keep using my hands, keep speaking to humans in a process. And then, of course, I will use the tools that make sense, but I'm not going to hand over the joyful moments that I get from that process. Like, that's the whole point for me, to go through a challenging process. And I'm not going to hand that over to a robot. Then I would rather do something else. So yeah, so all of this also to say that if you have projects where you think there could be some possibilities of creating something that has connection to drawing, to tactility, to imperfection, that's one thing I see also in this area now. In this time, I see a big move towards all things analog. So this is a camera my kid's grandmom gave to my daughter for her birthday. She's been so excited to go around and take photos. There's no internet, there's no distractions. I also heard that the US now, the vinyl sale in the US has passed $1 billion for the first time since '83. Kodak is now producing film again. People, you could see, like, people can watch the World Cup from their computers. They can stream it. They can see it on their cell phones. In Newark this weekend, thousands of people flocked to come and be together and see it together with other people. So I see a big push towards analog. All things with texture, handmade. I think I see a big renaissance in print. People are now starting to use business cards again, because we just have so much on a screen, so much that's not tactile, and there's a human need for something that we can touch and feel. So yeah, so all of this to say, really, if you have projects where you could use somebody that would like to draw, that would like to sketch, that would like to meet with you like a fellow human, give me a shout. You can contact me from our website or send a comment in the comments below. So yeah, to sum up, AI brought me back to basics. I can't find my first slide, but that's also supposed to be an imperfect Tuesday live. So back to basics, AI prompted me to go back to basics. Basics for me is drawing, sketching, not being afraid of drawing really shitty drawings and being imperfect. It's about connecting with humans. It's about sitting across from another person, having a coffee and having that dialogue. And then you say something, and then I think about something, and then another person says something, and then we find that solution. And then I will end on this note. Remember to find joy. Remember to do what you find joyful. There's a lot of stress about AI, and it's coming for our jobs, and with a promise of fully abundance in 20 years. But there will be a long way through stuff that we don't really know about until we get there. So my advice is remember to find joy. Go back to where you have joy. If that's prompting, that's great. If that's biking, that's great. But find joy in something and keep doing it. That was the third 10 o'clock Tuesdays. I wish you a great day and good luck on the World Cup games today in Newark. Thank you.